Combo Nation, this is Grown B, and 2 weeks ago, a friend and I had the funnest 3 to 4 game stretch here on Cold War. And to be honest, it was the funnest 3 to 4 game stretch that I've had on any Call of Duty, probably going back to Black Ops 2. And towards the end, right before we got off, we realized exactly what it was that was allowing us to have such fun experiences, such exciting experiences. Even though we didn't necessarily have the greatest score, the most kills, the best kill death ratio, we were able to have a lot of fun in this short sample size of games. And so what we realized was that nobody was really using the meta. It wasn't a bunch of sniping, it wasn't a bunch of quick scoping. You know, there weren't AUGs all over the place. It wasn't just a bunch of MP5s. It genuinely seemed like everyone was either trying out something new, or just going with the guns that they like. And I didn't realize, I truly didn't realize until this year how much of a difference that type of environment can be. And it's really just how Call of Duty has felt in the past. To be honest, I really don't know. I really don't know what the meta was in Modern Warfare 2. And to be honest, it worries me a little bit. And it's why I'm not so pressed about getting a Modern Warfare 2 remaster, because maybe people will figure out what truly really was the best 2 weapons in the game. But as far as I remember, everything seemed great. Everything seemed overpowered. Everything seemed to have its place in that game. The second thing we realized was that we were playing with the same people. Like the same core 10 to 12 people were there for that stretch of games. Now I can't say, whether or not we actually just stayed in the same lobby, or if we just got lucky and were getting thrown into the lobbies with the same people, but I don't think Treyarch and Infinity Ward realize how important that is to us, or maybe they don't care. But what it did was it offered me the opportunity to look at my opponent, look at how I'm playing, make adjustments. They were doing the same thing, which is why over those 4 games, I think I had an average game, I had a somewhat good game, I had a bad game, and I think I had another successful game. Rivalries have always been what makes Call of Duty fun. And now it feels like we've lost that. We've lost the ability to go back and forth, talk a little bit of trash. The same people that we were talking trash to suddenly become friends, and now they're in our party and we're talking trash to other guys. Or, maybe you never get on the same page with somebody and all you do is talk trash to them over and over and over again. When they leave the lobby eventually, you send them a message and you're still talking trash because you hate them. You hate everything that they stood for in those few matches that you played with them. But that was Call of Duty. And now that's gone. So this is where the video is about to take a turn, because so many people believe that the developers and the publishers are 100% in control of how much fun you're able to have on a game. And that's not true. I touched on it a little bit in my video titled, "If Modern Warfare 2 is your favorite Call of Duty, it's time to grow up." Because it is time to grow up. It's time to realize, it's time to understand that yes, Activision and Treyarch and Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer all have their part in how much different your experience is now than it was back then. But boy, do we play a big part as well. To be honest, I don't get it. I don't get how, as a community, you guys can cry and complain about tryhards who don't know how to have fun on the game, that just use all the meta weapons and go to the best spots and just do everything to maintain that 2.0 KD because it's coming at your expense. But in the same breath, you will cuss out somebody who goes 8 and 9 or 11 and 13 or 6 and 15. I mean, you won't waste any time bashing them. You won't waste any time ridiculing them in front of the rest of the lobby because they made you lose, right? That's crazy to me. I've said this multiple times. Call of Duty World at War is one of my favorite Call of Duties ever. Probably my favorite. and I wasn't good at it. Because at that time, I didn't care about KD. I didn't care about my score. I just cared about having fun. It wasn't until Modern Warfare 2, I think I had like a .8 KD and I'm in a lobby with a bunch of my friends, and suddenly one of my friends calls out and he says, "Look at Grown B's KDR." He was a country guy, right? And all of a sudden in that moment, I began to care about my kill death ratio. I went off, I stopped playing with my friends. I was just playing literally all by myself with the sole purpose of getting my KDR up to a 1.0. Do you see how that kind of pressure can affect the way someone plays the game and what they think is important? Sometimes you can meet your destiny on the very road you took to avoid it. Do you think that after getting bashed in several different lobbies for not being a great player, when nobody wants to watch their streams, nobody wants to watch their videos because they're not getting these super high kill gameplays with tons and tons of streaks, you don't think that they're saying, you know what, I think I will pay attention to an exclusive Ace video. I think I will watch some more Drifter content because they're gonna tell me everything I need to be the best player in this game. You don't think they're doing that? I have a lot of respect for these guys. I don't know either one of them personally. I've never had a conversation with Ace. Me and Drifter have had a couple of small conversations that he probably doesn't even remember. But these guys are flat out saying, these are the best weapons in the game. These are the attachments that you'll want to use on these best weapons in the game. And this is how you're going to excel. Use these perks. Like, they're telling you everything you need to know to become the player that frustrates them. You know, like Exclusive Ace has a series where he tells you exactly where to be on the map and how to counter where other people are on the map at any given time. And it's a great series, and I appreciate them like helping people become more knowledgeable at the game. But at some point, we as a community, you know, when it comes to gamers, when it comes to YouTubers, when it comes to all of that stuff, we have to take responsibility for how we have affected the climate of Call of Duty as well. I just don't know what the expectation is when you know that you can reach hundreds of thousands of people on any given day, and you're saying things like, these are all the best guns, don't use these guns in these game modes because they suck. And then you wonder why you get a lobby full of nothing but meta. I just think we're using skill-based matchmaking as a scapegoat. And I've already made a video saying I was wrong about skill-based matchmaking and my original thoughts on it years ago. And it may be the straw that broke the camel's back, but if they took skill-based matchmaking away completely and in its entirety at 12 a.m. tonight, you would not stop complaining about Call of Duty tomorrow. And here we are at the end of the video. If you like the video, like it. If you think someone else might like it, share it. And if you want to see more, I really hope that you would subscribe.